What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. Now, I know it's kind of late. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I probably don't have many people in here. We just finished the Big Game of Small Talk podcast, and most of my audience is probably watching the TXR podcast. But you can always go back and listen to what I've said, because this is something I've been saying from the beginning. It's crazy that my own boys didn't believe me. Well, let me turn this down. Let me pause this back here. My own boys didn't believe me. I told them guys, and I told those guys, and I told those guys. This say, like I said, again, you'd be surprised who watches your videos. I've always said that. Like I said, since I've been doing it in YouTube, I've met a few people that work in the industry. And I heard behind, 6 weeks ago that both Microsoft and Sony was going to be introducing something new this year, and as far as hardware. Now, of course, people were saying slims and this, that, and the other. We've heard now. We've heard, like I said, I told you guys, well, there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, you got the Wall Street Journal talking. We're not talking about the Inquirer. We talk about the Wall Street Journal, where they're saying that Sony was releasing a beefier version of the PlayStation 4. And you guys said, no way, Sony would do. Listen, I've told you guys again and again and again. This generation has all been about power, resolution, P's in the box, frame rates, which I think is the craziest shit ever. It hasn't been about the games. It's been about the resolution. You know what I mean? And like I said, like in the end of the day, so it's like, it is what it is. Like, you guys can still be into now if you like, which is huge. Now, let's go over the specs of this new, and it's not called the PS4K, it's called the PS4 Neo. It was crazy because it makes sense, because the reason what they're doing this is to give the VR a little boost, because compared to the Vive and the Oculus, it's kind of flimsy, honestly. You know what I mean? But let's go with the set specs. The original PlayStation 4 has an 8-core Jaguar, and it's clocked at 1.6 gigahertz. The new CPU, same thing, 8-core Jaguar, and this clock is overclocked at 2.1 gigahertz. Okay, let's get down to the CPU. How do you call the GPU? The original PlayStation 4 has an AMD, with 18 CUs and clocked at 800 megahertz. The new PlayStation 4 Neo has 13 CUs and is clocked at 911 megahertz. So 18 CUs compared to 36 CUs is more than, it's doubled. And compare that to the Xbox One, they only have 12 fucking CUs. So that's, a pretty, decent move. And it's only be charging $400. But what's most, what I think is the juiciest to me, what I've told you guys, Crap was saying, he don't see how they can put out a console and support, listen, one game. I told you comparative like this. If I have a Titan, you have a 960, whatever the fuck, Ti or whatever, AI, the games will look better on my Titan. I was telling you guys that the games will look better graphically on this new PlayStation 4. This has a beefier GPU and CPU. And hold on, let me go here. I want to read word for word here. Word for word. I want to make anything up. I don't want to make anything up. Just go here to, what the hell is it? Where the hell? Here we go. Gallery. Here we go. I took a picture of it. Here we go. Back up. There we go. Starting in October, every PlayStation 4 game is required. Is required to ship with a base model, which was run and currently available on PlayStation 4, and a Neo mode for users on the new consoles to take advantage of the new specs. Games running in the Neo mode will be able to use the hardware upgrades an additional 527 megabyte in memory budget. It's offered to increase in more stable frame rate and higher visual fidelity. At least those games running at 1080p. Listen, again, at higher graphics fidelity. Now, I hate to be the Xbox to say I told you so, but I told you so. Now let's fuck all the 4K again, and all this stuff. That's it. It can output at 4K, but it's up to the developer if they choose to. Probably most likely be a mode that to be having upscaled. It won't be native 4K. It'll probably be upscaled to 4K. Some games, whatever the case may be. Now, what does this mean for Microsoft? What I've said before, and I'll say it again. This is a business. This is a competition. You know what I mean? This whole generation, what Microsoft, what they're throwing on their side has been their anemic GPU. And Microsoft can't afford to just sit on their hands. If their competition is going back in their box to tweak their specs, why can't Microsoft do the same goddamn thing? To take away their nasty goddamn taste of fucking 720p, 900p. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Xbox fans get shitted on week after week in Digital Foundry. You know what I mean? Week after week. We can't talk about how great of a game Quantum Break was. The negative thing was the goddamn game was 720p. Now it's Microsoft's chance that they choose to tweak this. Now, here's the thing. I just did a video talking about the new Xbox One, or whatever it's going to be called, Xbox Infinity, was going to be come out in 2017. Now, I told you guys before, like I said again, I left you guys proof and facts. If you go to AMD's investment call, they said they had new products coming out on the new console market this year. That has nothing to Slims and all that shit is not new fucking consoles. It's the same goddamn console. There's nothing new about a goddamn Slim. It's just a new fucking plastic case. That's not a new console. It's the same fucking thing. But when you start tweaking with the GPU and the CPUs, you know what I mean? That's new. That's a new goddamn console. You know what I mean? And like I said, this Taiwanese company said that they have a console that's coming out next year that's going to use their 10 nanometer chip. That's a big fucking leap. You know what I mean? And also, like I said, if you got the NX coming out this year, here you go with the PS4 Neo. So, boo, who's the other goddamn company to come out next year? Microsoft. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know if they're going to add something to the Xbox Slim to make it at least be 1080p. I don't know. Maybe not. You know what I mean? But, you know, they can't just sit on their hands. Next year, we're going to see a powerful ass goddamn console from Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And most likely it's going to be upgradable because they filled out a patent to have an upgradable goddamn console in 2012. So going forward, now, whatever Sony comes out with, whenever they come up with the PlayStation 5, probably in 2019 or whatever the case may be, 18, Microsoft can fend that off and say, hey, you know what? Here's a little extra RAM. Here's a little extra, you know, and plug it right into the USB port. Simple. Going forward. So no longer will our games be old. You know, we no more putting away your old systems. Going forward, these consoles are going to be upgradable, you know. But here it is, $400, and plus extended today, $400. Now I'm all about this. Games are going to look better graphically. I'm cool. I'm a graphics whore. I think that's dope shit. And it's only $400. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably trade in my PlayStation 4. As soon as they announce it, whatever they give me for in-store credit, and just pay off the goddamn difference, you know? Now, the Xbox Slim, if it's just a Slim, I don't, you know, and it's not doing anything extra, I probably won't get it, just being honest, you know? But if it's, you know, if it has something, like maybe a 4K DVD player and all that stuff, then I'll probably get it, you know? But again, how do you guys feel about this? Are you guys excited? For those every week they be talking about tech. Here you go. Let me go to the comment section. I'm not gonna be here all day. I just wanted to say I hate to be the Xbot and say I told you so, but I fucking told you guys so. It's crazy how we get so much slack about this shit. No, it's not. It's only gonna be a Slim dumbass. What? Slims are not fucking new consoles. That's nothing new about a goddamn Slim. That's not a new fucking console. You go on that motherfucker giving them twice the power of the GPU and the fastest CPU and the higher memory bandwidth. That's a new goddamn console. And I told you AMD said they had new products that are coming out this year. New products with an S. So you got this here from Sony. Guaranteed. You got this here from Nintendo with the NX. And then whatever fuck Microsoft is doing, you know. But like I said, this company said that, you know, I'm not even going to try to pronounce their name. Some Taiwanese company that they have a 10 nanometer chip that's coming out next year for a console. So if you get the NX and the PS4 Neo, it's called the Neo, they're calling it, this year, Microsoft next year. Some of you guys are saying it's too soon. If you think about the OG Xbox, only lasted for 4 years before the 360 came out. And it's not like they're going to be fucking just throwing the Xbox One away. You know, they're still fucking supporting the Xbox 360. They're going to probably try to finally phase out the 360 and say, you know what, you have the Xbox One and the new, whatever the fuck this called. And then, probably, to be honest with you, too, they might even share the same goddamn game library. You know what I mean? And the game, just like you got two modes here, You know, you play it in regular mode and fucking whatever Microsoft chooses to call it, ultra high mode, and it probably be, you know, native 4K or whatever the fuck the case may be. You know what I mean? I can see that happen. For those are the people that care about the specs and stuff, you know what I mean? This can be a way for Microsoft to get away with it, you know what I mean? This anemic console and all the bullshit that's happening along with this console and shit along the way. You know what I mean? Like you see it weekend, especially Xbox fan. Xbox fans want to feel great about their goddamn system again. I mean, it's no fucking fun to get your teeth kicked in every goddamn week. 720p, this, that, and the other. We listen, I think it's the dumbest shit in the world for console fans to sit around and talk about resolution and frames per second. I do. I think it's the silliest shit ever. But this is what we're dealing with in this day and age. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, will some people feel slighted just bought the PlayStation 4 this month? Maybe so. You know, I mean, like I told you guys before, you know, I just got my motherfucking Samsung Galaxy 6 Edge, you know, like 2 months before the 7 came out. Technology is always moving forward. Now, if you don't care about a higher frame rate resolution, all this stuff, it's no big deal. Keep what you got. It's not like they fragmenting the community where you got to buy certain games to know. So I don't see what the big issue is. You know what I mean? If for those that want to upgrade, you can. It's only $400 fucking dollars. Trade in what you got, a couple games, boom, you got the new system. It is what it is, a done deal. You know what I mean? For those that don't care, keep right chugging along. And then when you play online in multiplayer, same way I can play Gears of War 3 on my Xbox One. I don't have a fucking advantage of people playing on the 360. It's the same thing. You take the lowest common denominator. It's the same fucking thing. Let me go to the comment section. How do you guys feel about this? Now, again, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I've been telling you guys for the, no, I mean, not to say that I feel vindicated, but I get a lot of shit behind the scenes. Like, I'm just telling you, like, I don't see what the fuck the big issue is. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I've had my console since day one. You know what I mean? Would I like a beefier console, better graphics? Yes. You know, I'm not saying, again, that resolution and frame means the world to me, but resolution does not determine better graphics. When they say a higher graphics fidelity, that means games will look better graphically. I'm all about that shit. Yeah, that I will go out and spend more money on. You know what I mean? Now, at a minimum, probably with this Neo, that everything at a minimum is going to be 1080p, locked 60 frames a second. Right now, everything on the PlayStation 3 is just about 1080p, 30 frames a second. You know, so you know what I mean. But on top of that, games are going to look better graphically. I think that's dope shit. You know, now, I mean, I think that's dope shit. Okay, let me go back. Let me go to some of these questions. Well, I agree with Nick Jim there. Let me go. Let me go to the top and see what I got going on here. You guys. People need to understand how this works. If this was closed, they would not have been ready to. But the AMG is based on the Xbox collab. Guys, Spider put Xbox the best box. With Sony third-party game developers intentionally get the PlayStation 4 versions games cap into 30. No, I mean, listen, you don't get many games now that are 1080p 60 frames a second. That's, you know, just about every game is 1080p 30 frames a second. So I don't think that's going to happen, you know. But this console here has 36 CUs, you know what I mean? And the PlayStation 4, the regular one, only has 18. There's a, you know, and to put that in perspective, the Xbox only has 12 CUs. So you wonder the PS4 has more shaders in the GPU than the Xbox One. That's why they're able to hit 1080p just about 99.9% of the time. And as far as the Xbox One, it's a trade-off sometimes. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I mean, see, you got a broke motherfucker like Amaziago here that doesn't, he don't even own the goddamn PlayStation 4. He doesn't understand it. Like, what the fuck? Bro, it has nothing to do with a fucking slim. Like you keep saying, you have one has 18 CUs, the GPU, and the new one has 36 CUs. Bro, that's a fucking big fucking, that's twice. You know what I mean? 18 times two. Like that's, they said it with twice the power of the normal GPU. Like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you fucking slow? Your fucking mother and father got to be fucking related, bro. You got to be shitting me. Let me your head. Let me go. You guys can why y'all soon? Uh I I don't know. Hey, bro, you said it would give the developers a hard time. I really don't think so. Because again, they're only making the goddamn game for. It's not like with PCs. You got a thousand different variables. You have two variables here. You got the regular PS4 and the overclock PS4. With the beefier GPU. That's all. Make one to fully max out one, and whatever you're gonna do with the other one. That's it. It's not. It's only two fucking variables there. Two modes. Like I said, the PS4 and the Xbox One are outpacing the Xbox One. I'm sorry, the Xbox 360 and the PS3. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm telling you guys. We got to stop with all these remasters and all that shit. We spent 10 years in last generation. We got to stop supporting that shit. We bought new consoles to play new games. If the PS4 and the Xbox One are outpacing last generation had more games than this generation. Like, it's a problem with that, man. Hey, bro, listen. I'm gonna read this for you again, bro, because I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. He said twisting like it's a new console. This motherfucker here. Starting in October, every PlayStation 4 is required to ship with both a base mode with run on currently available PS4 and a Neo mode for those users to take advantage of the new hardware upgrades. What, bro? It said 512 in memory bandwidth. I'm sorry, to offer a stable framework and higher visual fidelity. At least with those games that run at 1080p on HD TVs. The Neo will also support 4K image output, but games themselves are not required to be 4K native. I don't, bro. Listen. This last I'm gonna say this over again, like, bro, it's a beefier goddamn console. One has 18 CUs, other one has 36. It doesn't take a rocket science. The Xbox One has 12 computer units. The PS4 has 18. Okay, the PS4 has a beefier GPU than the Xbox One. Fact. I mean, it is what it is. The Xbox One has 12. The PS4 has 18. The PS4 Neo, PS4K, whatever you want to call it, has 36. God damn. What does this mean for Microsoft? Again, like I've always said from the beginning, can Microsoft just afford to sit back and sit on their hands and not do nothing? That's what I've been saying week after week to you guys. Can they afford to sit back on their hands and not do nothing? You know what I mean? If your competition is opening their box and tweaking their hardware, okay, here's a brainstorm. You can do the same goddamn thing too. You know what I mean? Now Microsoft has two consoles or whatever the fuck they're working on. They make it the NDAs come off this year, I think June 25th. I don't know when the fuck E3 is, but the last NDA comes off June 25th. That was outed by the FCC. You know what I mean? And then, like I told you guys before, for those who are just joining, if you didn't catch my last video, watch my last video. I left the link and the proof and everything's there. You know what I mean? Like I said before, now I'm gonna say it again. Since I've been doing videos, I've met a lot of people. I won't say a lot. I've met a few people that work within the said industry. You know what I mean? A lot of them, for whatever reason, they took a liking to me. Probably because in the day, I don't look at them as celebrities. I don't. Just being honest. It's not I'm a gamer, but it's not my goddamn life. I like video games, but it is what it is. I don't tweet anybody. I barely ask anybody anything. And since I've been doing videos, I have a few people. And again, I think a lot of motherfuckers do be lying, but I've seen motherfuckers workstations. I done seen big fucking, what's my main name? Alatir from Assassin's Creed. You know what I mean? I done met a few people in this industry. You know what I mean? Just the other day. Mike, what the hell are you doing? All right, you got it? Not the other day, about a month ago. Now, and I always fuck up his name. The guy who did Ninja Gaiden and DOA, they used to work for Tecmo. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. He sent me a request on Facebook. It blew my fucking mind. I love his. I was always a big fan of his work. He sent me a request on Facebook, started liking my pictures and shit. I said, oh shit. You know what I mean? I went through it like it's him with this, like, oh shit, it's really him and shit. Like the verified page, like, oh shit, sent me first. Like I said, you'd be surprised when you get videos. Like, and again, if you go back and you look at I'm not claiming to be an industry insider. But if you go back and look at my track record from the beginning, I remember I got teased so much was saying that the DirectX 12 was coming to the Xbox One. Some of you guys been rocking out since day one. Some of you guys are new, you don't know. But I was the first channel on YouTube to say that the DirectX 12 was coming on the Xbox One. And that was about 3 months before GDC. You know what I mean? And some people were making videos about me and and you know, all this people talking about the Xbox One can't change the bullshit GPU. And I said it was going to be more up on the software side of things. I said that, and I got so much shit about it. Everybody made fucking videos about me. And again, like, I don't give a fuck. That doesn't bother me. I know what was told to me. I was told to me behind, you know, that they called it motherfucking Xbox One the Direct X12 machine. Direct, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I did a video saying it. You know what I mean? I didn't say who told me, but I was the first one to say it. I also was the first one to say that Killer Instinct was coming to the Xbox One. Another thing I'm talking about before fucking E3. I said that. I didn't get credit for it. And again, I don't do things to, like I'm a fucking journalist or anything like that. It's not that serious with me. You know what I mean? Just know I met a few people, and it was told to me a few weeks ago that both Microsoft and Sony were releasing new hardware onto the market this fucking year. You know what I mean? That's all. I didn't go into what was what. I wasn't told that. And so I started talking about it. And then the rumor came out about a more powerful PlayStation 4 and just that and the other. And then I said, it is what it is, But I was met with so much. No, they won't do that. Why would they do this? And Sony's already no. You got to realize this too. Sony's claim to fame this generation has been the most powerful console. Then you got the wild card factor of the Nintendo NX. They're coming out, and at a minimum, there's rumor. It's going to be more powerful than the PlayStation 4. It's newer technology. You got to realize the PS4 and the Xbox One came out in 2013. The specs that was decided on those consoles probably was put together in 2011. Started in production in 2012. The console came out in 2013. Here it is, 2016. You got the NX coming. So the chips that was decided on that box probably was in 2014. Started, production late 2015, 2016. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? It's newer technology. It has no choice but to be fucking more powerful. So at a minimum, probably every game on the Nintendo NX is going to be a locked 1080p, 60 frames a second. You know what I mean? And again, I think it's the silliest shit in the world. We're talking about console gamers, but that's been the fucking the main selling point for the PlayStation 4. You know what I mean? I'm just being real. I'm not knocking it. It's because, it's, 1080p. So now you have a Nintendo coming out and say, hey, you know what? We're not 1080p 30. We're 1080p 60. You understand? So they could probably take some of the more fucking, so you know what? So you say, you know what? Fuck it. This is a brilliant way to do it. I'm not going to fragment the community. I'm not going to have special games for them. We can still play the same games. It's just some would look better if you care about and running a high frame rate and resolution. If you care about that stuff, here's a choice for you. If you those who don't care, fine. We can still enjoy the same games. I think it's a fucking brilliant fucking idea. For those who didn't care about the latest, greatest tech, we have an option for you. For those who don't care about it, fine, fuck it. It is what it is. What's wrong with that? If Sony or whoever the fuck is giving you an option, it's nothing wrong with options. You don't have to buy it. You understand what I'm saying? You don't. I've been saying this shit since fucking weeks. Fucking same thing with the Dreamcast. I remember you could add RAM to it, and you could get a direct arcade port of Marvel vs. Capcom. If you didn't want to, fine, you didn't have to, but you still was able to play Marvel vs. Capcom. Listen. I don't know if motherfuckers are just slow. Like, I was met with so much fucking resistance. Listen, I don't understand it. I think it's the silliest shit in the world. To me, it all just makes fucking common sense. You keep going on what happened before, or when Nintendo does this shit every goddamn year. They release a 3DS. One is always slightly more powerful than another one. It is what it is. Apple does the same goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Like, what is the fucking issue? If you want to upgrade, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to, and still enjoy everything. You know what I mean? And I can see if they were making a special God of War 4 or whatever the fuck the case, just for the the PlayStation Neo, then okay, I can see that as a reason to piss some people off. But if you still get to play the same game as I play, what's the issue? It's a win-win for every goddamn body, man. For those that care about that stuff, man. You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm going to go to answer a few questions in the comment section. Next thing, am I reading from a script? Fuck nah, I ain't fuck you talking about the script. Fuck. Oh, hold on. Now, with the plate, but like I said before, with the new Xbox, like I said, this company is making a 10 millimeter element chip that's coming out next year, and their next console is going to be scalable. You're going to be able to upgrade it. So whenever Sony comes out with the PlayStation 5, Microsoft, just when it comes to power, I'm not talking about games. You can bet your bottom dollar they're never going to get caught with their pants down again. That's never going to happen again. You know what I mean? Jabari, well, the PS3 was technically a superior product as far as specs and performance go. Yes, the PS3 was a more powerful goddamn console than the 360. But you know what the 360's fucking ace of spade was? It had the better versions of the multiplats because it was easier to develop for. The cell processor was a fucking headache. When you had exclusives that were built from the ground up for the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 3 shined. Yes, it did. But when you came to multiplats, it was so difficult to develop for. That's why, that why the 360 did what multiplats rule. Hear me out. And that's the problem what you have with the Wii U. And something I've been saying for forever. Maybe one day motherfuckers will listen to me. The reason why the Wii U stumbled out of the goddamn gate, you're releasing a quote-unquote next-generation console that can't run any next-generation engines. You know what I mean? So that's the fucking issue. You can't, and people say, well, no one who buys a Nintendo console just for multiplat. Motherfucking multiplats rule. You get exclusives every fucking 4 months, every 5 months. You get multiplats every Tuesday. You know what I mean? And this generation, the PlayStation 4 has had the better version of the multiplats. You know what I mean? When it comes to far as performance, it's a fucking fact. It was a fact. I'm not spinning it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It was a fucking fact. So, and I'm an Xbox guy, I like I said, I'm invested in the ecosystem, you know what I mean? I prefer the Xbox controller and Xbox Live. That's where all my friends are. That's why I will play. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, when these multiplats come out and they're going to look better graphically, now I have both systems, the PS4 and the Xbox One. And, I can't tell the difference between both games. So, it's not a big, if it is, it's not, barely noticeable, so it's not a big deal to me. But if things are going to look much better graphically on the PlayStation 4 Neo, I may just try to get some of my multiplats on the Neo. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I'm still an Xbox dude through and through. I think the Xbox is the best box. I love that. I love the Xbox One. I love all the multitasking features. I think it's a cool fucking system, But Microsoft they shot themselves in both fucking feet. The same problem that fuck Nintendo, Microsoft, that's what I don't understand. You see what just happened to Nintendo. They sacrificed the specs of their goddamn system to include a peripheral. The fucking Wii U tablet. The tablet costs more than the actual goddamn console. And here you're going to come with the Xbox One and gimp your fucking GPU to include the Kinect. You don't do that. They should have fucking put a beast, whatever they was going to put in, and sold the Kinect as an extra peripheral. Most people still would have fucking bought it. You understand what I'm saying? I still would have bought the goddamn with the Kinect. I don't give a fuck about motion control gaming, but I like live streaming. I like Xboxone and do this. I love all that slick shit right there. I think that's dope. I can give a fuck about motion control gaming. You know what I mean? So let's go here in the comment section. So how you guys are you guys on board with this? Or I see a shot of my man Ricardo Vasquez, so I will go straight for the Neo. Yeah. I don't know the fucking. Zahir Inshan Rashid says, you won the bet on BGST. It's not even so much about a bet. What I think is, sometimes I do get offended. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to call a spade here. A lot of people take to the fact the way that I talk with a bunch of slang, just the way I talk. Like, motherfuckers take, for whatever, think I'm uneducated. Motherfuckers know I went to Seton Hall for 2 years. You know what I mean? They'll never judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? They think, and like I said, I do so much shit behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And I did not to say that I need credit for everything. It's not even that serious to me. You know, but to me, because this is a hobby. And I thank you guys for giving me a voice within this community. I think it's the dopest shit ever that people tune in just watch me to get my thoughts on video games. I've been gaming since most motherfuckers know boogers was candy. You know what I mean? Like I said today, a lot of people say a lot of dumb shit about me. They don't know me personally, know anything about me. You know, they think I'm this, they think I'm that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I just sitting back and I laugh at a lot of this shit. But a lot of people think that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because, well, you know what? I know I can't judge it because sometimes when they say when you resort to using a bunch of four-letter words, you know what I mean, that you're uneducated, that you can't express yourself, you know, without cussing. You know what I mean? I just got a fucking potty mouth. It is what it is. That's why I don't really hop in a lot of parties with Phil Spencer and stuff because Phil doesn't curse. I got a fucking potty mouth. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I curse. You know what I mean? But it's not so much about me winning the bet. It's like that. I'm telling you that I know that I met someone that works within this sit here industry, and this is what they're telling me. The same person that told me about the Rec X12 is the same person that's telling me about Microsoft and Sony is releasing new hardware on the market. Slims are not new consoles. They're not. That's not a new console. It's the same goddamn system in a different box, in a different plastic fucking cover. That's not a new console. When you have AMD give it an investment call and say they have new products with an S that's releasing this year in the console market, bing, green flag. What the fuck? What more do you want? You can't argue that. You know, you can't. This like what the like. I don't understand that. I don't. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Still, I digress. You know, but again, it was never about winning the bet. It's just saying, like, you know, hey, I'm telling you, it is what it is. You know, I'm telling you, like, I'm not a liar. Like, what the fuck? I'm telling you what I was heard. You know what I mean? Was I? Have you talked about the spec? No, I didn't. No, I didn't know. I didn't know the specs. We all go by the rumors. They said it was 2 times more. You know, with that. But all that was told to me, you know, around the campfire, that it was new hardware coming out this year. That's it. That's all I heard. I didn't hear what GPU was going to be in the motherfucker, what specs, with RAM. I'm not going to sit there and lie. I said I heard some shit like that. That's not what I heard. I just heard that they were releasing something new this fucking year, both Microsoft and Sony. That's all I ever heard. You know what I mean? That's it. Then we started hearing rumors about, you know, twice as powerful PS4K and all this, yada, yada, yada. And people saying, well, what are you going to make 2 different games? No, you don't have to make 2 different people. Game on. That's what I don't understand. What people with console guys just couldn't see it with this fucking big block here. People play on games every day that don't have the same specs on PCs. One person has AMD. This person has NVIDIA. This person has that. This other person has Intel. A different bunch of different variables, but they're still able to enjoy the same games. Am I right or am I wrong? Why can't Sony and Microsoft do the same goddamn thing? We're not talking about 36 different combinations. We're just talking about 2. You got one low-end version. You know, look at you like you playing the game with high settings and low settings. That's all. Now here, and I said this. Imagine playing games with low settings and high settings. And this wasn't even told to me, but this is common sense. Then you got this right here that everything coming out from there on is going to launch with 2 modes. It's going to be called. It says starting in October, every PlayStation 4 game is required to ship with both a base mode, which will run what's currently on every PlayStation 4 now, and a Neo mode for those with the new system to take advantage of the hardware. Duh. Like, what's so hard about that? Like, I don't get it, man. But, you know, and like I said, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? So I will be picking up a PlayStation 4 Neo, God willing. You scared the hell out of me, Maya. I will be picking up a hey, listen, Omega, you my little man, but I'm about to own the fuck out. He said, stop comparing console gamers to PC. We are 2 different types of games. Listen here. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One are both fucking PCs and a static box. They're x86. PCs are X. What the fuck is this? There's no fucking difference. Nothing. When your console got a CPU, it became a goddamn PC. You want noodles? All right, I'm making noodles. Look, motherfucker, noodles. When your console got a CPU, it became a goddamn PC. We're able to browse the internet. Years ago, you can imagine, you know, being on the internet on your goddamn console. You know what I mean? We're able to do this. We're able to do that. You know, just about everything you can do on a goddamn PC. Surf the internet. You can do that there. You know, but at the end of the day, like I said, these consoles are fucking PCs in a static box. Just going forward, just know that I've also said this, that even with, I said, if Microsoft's going to do it, Sony's going to do the same thing because they're in business, they're in competition. If Microsoft comes out with a console that's upgradable, so is Sony. So no longer with your games and all that shit get old. We should be happy. You know what I mean? That, you know, every time you buy a console or a new console, you put the old shit away. Now just be able to plug something in a USB port, get the higher, resolution or whatever fuck frames per second, and keep it moving. Keep your same gaming library, same controllers. I think that, you know, if anything, that saves us money. They probably sell, you know, this attack probably about $200. If you want to, you get the upgrade. If you don't, keep it rocking going forward. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's a win-win for everybody. It's a win-win. Who we get? Xbox One is for the I listen. This guy here is stuck on stupid. He still think that the new PS4 is just a slim. Like I can't. I'm hey Omega. Listen, bro. Now listen. I know you got to be eating paint chips now. The old PlayStation 4 has 18 CUs. The new one has fucking 36 CUs. It's fucking that's twice as powerful. Just talk about the GPU. Move you in. You talk about the Xbox one. It has 12. So 12, 18, 36. That's a big advantage over the regular Xbox One. That's what I've always said from the beginning. Microsoft cannot afford to sit on their hands and do nothing. Could you imagine what's going to happen on fucking Digital Foundry when they're going to show the regular Xbox One version running against the fucking PlayStation 4 Neo? Could you fucking imagine that? That's going to be fucking huge. You know what I mean? That's what I say they can't afford to sit on their hands and not do nothing. You know what I mean? That's all that I'm saying. You know, some people are still in denial. I can't understand do no more. But if you guys don't have anything to add to this, I'm gonna get the hell out. Get the hell up out of here. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back to them. I'm sorry, I was getting someone to inbox me here. Hey, shout out, but anyway, I think you are just caught up with all the resolution shit. If that's no, bro. Again, the PS4 is a slim. I you stupid, Mr. Titan. Okay, so you saying the new PS4 is a slim? First of all, your grandmother's a stupid cunt. She sucks dick for gateway cable. Now, with that being said, we can listen. We can agree to disagree. If you want to bring facts or whatever the fuck, fine. You know what I mean? You start talking some dumb shit, I'll blame your dumb ass from the comment section. Like, I don't mind talking and popping shit, but you listen, because we can all agree to disagree. We got to come with the dumb shit. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to block you this time. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And the new CUs are clock higher also. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I don't know what more, what more. This is a new goddamn system. If Sony's telling you that, I'm sorry, not Sony. If AMD said they got new products that are coming out in 2016, again, then it's here. Like, what's the fucking issue? You know what I mean? And besides it being twice as they're clock higher also. We're talking about this is going to be the games are going to look better graphically. You know what I mean? I don't care about resolution. If I cared about resolution, I will game on a PC. I don't care. But when you're talking about games are going to look better graphically, that's what I'm all about. I've always said I don't care about resolution. You know what I mean? I don't care about that. I don't care about resolution. You know what I mean? But when you talking about games are going to look better graphically, I'm sorry, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. And this, right here said it's too damn soon. Bro, you don't have to buy anything, bro. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to buy anything. That's the beauty of it. And still enjoy what I'm enjoying or whoever else is enjoying. You know what I mean? A cycle gamer is not nothing about VR. Again, I'm gonna read this for you, okay? Because I guess you just joined. First time I see. Shout out to you, cycle gamer. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry. I don't want, like I said, I like to keep repeating myself. I'm gonna read it. If you listen to cycle gaming, it said, starting in October, every PlayStation 4 game is required to ship with both a base mode, which will run on currently available PS, and a Neo mode for users that take advantage of new hardware. So you have two modes. And so this way, games when a Neo mode will be able to use new hardware and in the memory and will increase in a higher frame rate and steady, a higher resolution, steady frame rate, and a higher graphics fidelity. Maya, be quiet, baby. And a higher graphics fidelity, the games will look better graphically. And that's what this is what I'm all about. If games are going to look higher graphically, fine. You know what I mean? That's cool. You know what I mean? He said, why doesn't it fit a console fan base? I've seen a lot of people that who doesn't like, well, the reason why we bought these new consoles were for better graphics. Am I right? The reason why you hook your Xbox One and your PlayStation 4 up to a high definition TV is for better graphics, right? What's the problem? If you don't, you know what I mean? If you don't want to upgrade, you don't have to. I hear people complaining about things that don't want to upgrade. You don't have to. No one said you do, but you can't get mad at someone else because they want to. Why are you mad? I'm sorry. Why are you mad at Sony for leasing hardware for their people that all about graphics and resolutions? Why are you mad at them? My man makes 730. So I want the new shit. I'm like you. I want the new shit. My man here, honey hot sauce, and I'm a graphics or. I'm with you. I want the new shit. White King Kong said, one white Kong. 900 people also said it looked better than 1080p. But again, like I said before, Kong, I don't care about resolution. When they said highest graphics fidelity, I'm about that. That I want. But NSZFK, bro, like I said today, this may not appeal to you. And like I said, games is cool, but you know, I listen. That's like saying beauty is only skin deep. I don't want to date an ugly bitch. I don't. I want my bitch to be pretty. You know what I mean? Everything that's going on with. I want the cake and the icing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I said, I want the new shit. So why? Like I said, I don't see what are you mad for at Sony for releasing their more powerful PlayStation 4? What are you mad for? Like, what is that? Why does that piss you off? I want someone here to leave me a legitimate console. If you're mad about Sony releasing a beefier console, why are you mad at that? Roddy Gamer, actually, it's not. He said too soon. 3 years and already pulling a Sega. This is not a Sega. Sega released a different console that you had to buy different games for. They're not releasing a different console that you need to buy different games for. You know what I mean? You can play the same games as me. Just that my games look better than yours. That's I don't understand. It's a win-win for everything. I'm all kudos to Sony. Dope shit. I think it's dope. I like graphics. I like technology. I like tech. That's what I'm all about. You know what I mean? Maybe this not being a big deal to you. Cool, but guess what? We can still play the goddamn game and bug out and have fun with each other. That's dope shit. So they're not fragmenting the community. They're not. You know what I mean? My man 73 said, fuck the weed shit. Mr. X says, I need your answer. Is Microsoft pushing the industry forward or Sony? Depends on what front. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Depends on what, you know? Cloud computing and all that stuff. You know, that's Microsoft, you know, that's something new. Microsoft brought something new to this generation. I'm asking, what does Sony bring new to this generation? You know, cloud computing and stuff like that, you know, that's something new. We didn't have that last generation. So, you know, you know, FPX, no hate on Sony for the Neo, but the Xbox. Yeah, the new Xbox will be out in 2017. I'm sorry, Mr. Titan, you got to go now. I got to block you, bro. Like I said, we can have a decent conversation. You want to call names and all that dumb shit. So we can agree that we can have a sensible conversation with other dumb shit. Like, you know what I mean? I don't mind talking and bugging the fuck. I need to get down and do more hangouts and shit and live streaming because I like to do live. I like to sit down and talk. NFC say he's pretty disappointed with MS with Microsoft. Why are you disappointed with Microsoft? Yeah, next gen. I like that. Next gen live at the BGST. I might make it a thing. You know what I mean? Why are you mad? Why are you upset with Microsoft? I'm a little ahead of you guys. I see in the comment section, so I'm gonna wait for you guys to answer. Let me answer the question. And for those who are just joining now, go back to the beginning. Rock out with it. Listen to what I said. You know what I mean? You know, listen to what I said in the beginning. You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know. But like I said, if you guys have any other questions before I get the hell up out of here. And Leon said, just get a 4K Samsung Blu-ray instead of a PS4K. It's actually no. Look, Edmund, no, it's not about listen, games will look better graphically. That has nothing to do with a Blu-ray 4K player. Games are going to look better graphically. So that's why I'm buying it. No, it's not that big of a step up to call it a PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? I told people the graphics isn't as important as software. Hey, Lewis, you know what I mean? You should start predicting BGST. You know what I mean? A rowdy gamer. What is the issue? They're not going on to the PlayStation 5. It's just a beefier PlayStation 4. What's the issue? You don't have to buy anything new. They're not fragmenting the community with separate games. So I'm trying to understand what you're saying. I don't, bro. It's not too soon for them to offer their fan base or for those that want to play gamers something more. I don't understand. Nintendo does it every goddamn year, which each 3DS they put out. I don't know what I don't listen to thing. Like I said, this company, this chip company, this time I left. If you guys don't know, you got to watch my video about the Xbox One coming out in 2017, and I left the links and everything in there, and I went into depth with this. You know what I mean? Like I said, you had because this company talks about they're releasing a new 10 nanometer chip that the console is going to use in 2017. So you got the NX coming out this year. We already got the PlayStation 4 Neo coming out this year. So the other big three is Microsoft is going to use this 10 nanometer chip that's coming out. And to put that in perspective, the Xbox One uses a 28 nanometer chip. You know what I mean? This 10 is new tech. You know what I mean? It's going to be a fucking beast with Polaris or Zen. Well, I think Polaris is probably a little better than Zen. It's going to be a fucking beast. You know what I mean? Next year I find this funny, but hey, I PC game. What's good? Why you find it funny? Hey, bro, logical gamer. He says all rumor and speculation and makes an official announcement. Like, bro, listen, like I said, logical gamer. When you got the Wall Street Journal talking about this, it's not. We're not talking about fucking the Inquirer, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I said before, I don't see how Microsoft can sit on their hands and not do nothing. If your competition is going to dig in their box and fix shit, and why can't Microsoft? You know what I mean? That's all I've always said. Hold on one second, ladies and gentlemen. I can still talk to you guys. Hold on. I'll put some water for my daughter. Watch out. Mm-hmm. All right. Here I come, ladies and gentlemen.
Why your video, Daddy?
Huh?
Why are you doing another video?
I'm doing another one. Hold on. I'd like to talk to my peoples, man. I'm back. I'm about to get off in a minute, though. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm back here. Oh, man. What do you mean that's Nintendo, not Sony? What the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, are you fucking drinking tonight? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's a Nintendo. Listen. I'm done. I ain't talking. I'm done with you for the rest of the night, bro. That's it, man. That people are tripping about this, not a full. Okay, just say, you know what I mean? Decent OC with a little bit. Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Heck 69, you know what I mean? The games are going to look better graphically. That's what all that I care about. How, you know what I mean? The PS4, the regular one has 30 and 18 CUs. This new one's going to have 36 CUs. They're all are overclocked. I think that's dope shit. And games are a little better graphic. That's all that I care about are graphic. I don't care about resolution. It's the frame rate. It's not a big deal to me. I game. But when you talk about games a little better graphically, I think that's what I'm about. You know what I mean? To be honest, Microsoft is only making a 4K extension. Now listen, too, this all goes back again because the vice president from Netflix said that both Microsoft and Sony were releasing 4K consoles to take advantage of their 4K stuff. They said that in 2014. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. They said that in 2014. Is this? I'm making it now. This now. And so it's just now seeing, it's just coming out now. So I'm all about it. Sign me up, man. Day one. Mark that right now. Oh, next gen's a pony. You gotta see what Microsoft is going to bring. You know what I mean? It's going to be a very interesting E3. But you're going to get the most likely the Microsoft cannot afford to sit on their hands and not do nothing. Could you imagine what Digital Foundry is going to look like now? You got the Nintendo NX coming out. This shit going to be 1080p, 60 frames a second. They're using the 14 nanometer chip. You know what I mean? So you know it's gonna be more powerful than the PS4 and the Xbox One because they're using a 28, nanometer chip. To my rumored what the Nintendo NX is using. You know what I mean? And like I said the other day, they can't do nothing. So best believe Microsoft will not get caught with their pants down again. You can stamp that right now. You heard that here. You heard that right here, and I've got that from a very valuable source. So I'm not gonna say no names. When it comes to power and performance, Microsoft would never get caught with their pants down again. You can etch that in stone. But this is your boy Next Gen 720. Unless you guys got anything else to say, you got that money. I ain't got no money, man. I'm just, you know what I mean. Hey, bro, 4K does look cool. You know what I mean? It does look good, but it's just the console. It's not just about 4K. Games will look better graphically. Hey, bro, hey, Edmund, 4K is bro. We're talking about 1080p times 4. Don't think that it's nothing, my man. You know, bro, like unless you watch a movie in 4K, that's a big deal to even play a game in 4K, bro. That's a huge deal. If you think it should look good at 1080p, so for you to say that 4K is not a big deal, you're slightly mistaken. You know what I mean, bro? That's 4K is huge. You know what I mean? We're talking about 1080p times 4. You know what I mean? 1080p. You know what I mean? That's noticeable, yo. It's a big fucking. You know what I mean? You know. No, I don't have a 4K Blu-ray player. I was waiting to see what these consoles had, and that's coming out in this how this what you call it. I can wait. You know what I mean? They don't have that many 4K movies yet either. But I do watch 4K content because my TVs are all 4K and they stream Netflix in 4K. But it's a noticeable difference. You know what I mean? But hopefully that these consoles will play DVDs, 4K Blu-rays. So, I'm going to wait. The console is going to be my 4K Blu-ray player. You know what I mean? If they don't, I'm going to buy a 4K Blu-ray player. Hey, listen, Admin, you must have never seen nothing in 4K. 4K is noticeable. I'm not even, that's no. Yeah, and White King Kong put twist your fingers up, bang, motherfucker, bang. Twist your finger. Hey, I'm about to be up out here. He said, calling Blu-ray a fad, that's stupid. Yeah, 4K is 4K. I fuck with you, bang bang. Yeah, hey, listen, I fuck with all y'all, man. Like I said, fuck all the console war balls. Like I said, I have fun. But like I said, I'm gonna start back to doing my little hangouts and shit on Twitch and shit. Your boy been hella busy, man. I'm trying to, close. I'm trying to acquire this another piece of property, apartment building. So I'll be, fucking around with that zoning and getting inspected. That's what your boy been doing, man. I've been doing a lot of shit. That's what I've been doing. So that's why I haven't really been doing nothing. Gaming as many videos I got to do. But listen, you guys got to swing by and check out you got to check out my Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers Ponies versus the Xbox. I do it once a week. You know what I mean? I get about, if you guys not in my Facebook group, join the Facebook group, man. Join the Facebook group. Send me a friend's request right now on Facebook. I'm going to put the link right here. And I will add you to the group, Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers. It's a group. Like I said, we have fun. It's funny as fuck. We have fun with the so-called. Ain't no disrespect. Don't come in here with no weird shit. You know what I mean? But we like to roast each other and have fun with the said console war. You know what I mean? But once a week, I just started something new where I put about 4 or 5 ponies, 4 or 5 Xbox. I'm the fucking administrator, the moderator or whatever the fuck. And I ask questions. And they go down the line. It's fun shit. And I also have a new little podcast. I'm still adding people to Xbox Beast Fire podcast. That's usually on every Tuesday. And normally the Xbox versus Ponies are Mondays at like 7 p.m. But I'm making us some noodles now. But like I said, this we didn't do BTST Sunday because Mooch was gone. So that's why. So we're gonna do the Ponies versus Xbox. Anybody can join too. So all you gotta do is be a part of the Facebook group, and I just pick several people every week. It gives everybody a voice within this community, man. I like to have fun. And you don't even have to have a YouTube channel. You know what I mean? If you want to pop your shit, with these consoles, come, join the show. That's all. That's why I made this show for everybody, man. Basically, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But anyway, this is your boy Next Gen 720. I'm out of here, man. Thank you for rocking this. If you're just now tuning into the show, listen. I'll take the show back to the beginning, and I talked about a lot of different shit. And also to check out my last video. About the Xbox One the new Xbox releasing in 2017 with proof. Now listen, like I said, I hate to be the Xbot to say I told you so, but I told you so, man. When next gen speak, listen, I'm not claiming to be an industry insider, but when I tell you guys, like what was told to me, you know what I mean, from a pretty credible source, like I wasn't bullshitting, you know what I mean? I didn't say I knew the specs, but what was told to me that both Microsoft and Sony were releasing newer hardware this year, you know what I mean? Like I've always said, you know what I mean? But I'm out of here, man. Damn. They bet against your boy, man. Why they betting against your boy, man? Bang, bang, bitch. Twist your fingers up, bang, motherfucker, bang.